tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Alrighty then, we are back with some more Genshin Impact. I am so sorry about being late, but you know what happens. You know, sometimes stuff comes up and whatnot. Ooh. You get some stuff here. That's pretty epic. Yeah, so there's not really anything we can do with the event here. Yeah, we are continuing with the main story. Actually, I lied. We're gonna do our daily commissions first, actually. Here's one. Because we haven't gotten to do any of these yet. I haven't gotten to them yet. Oh wait, let me... Because Twitch do be pretty stinky at times. It making me mad.
Osmanthus wine tastes
the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Yeah, I'm doing the commissions. Ooh, there's a thing here. Oh, but you need Electro, and I don't have Electro. Yeah, we're gonna play a little bit of Genshin Impact. We're gonna do our daily commissions, and then we're continuing with the main story. I want to get to Inazuma and be like, make some decent progress there today. Also, let me know if like the game audio is too loud or something, or if I need to turn up my mic sensitivity or something.
Order guide you.
Because it feels a little loud, but if no one has an issue, then
Motion to compel.
I don't give a shit. Actually, that's a lie. I do give a shit. I need to turn the volume down just a tad. Oh, special event. Oh, but that can't come up. Oh, we got mail. Tonight. Ever since we parted, I still think of... okay. I know what that is. Oh. Nice. Whoa, is the game a year old now? Okay, well... I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but... Alright, let me scan this QR code that showed up. I won't do this on stream, don't worry. Aww. Oh, this is adorable. Okay, well, I will do this another time. That's really cute. I love shit like that.
Incinerate!
Why hit rocks?
Judgment! I swear by my sword!
Bro, I hate you.
Stabilize.
Why are you so gay? I would like to make sure that everyone knows that I mean that ironically. I do not call something gay just because it's bad.
Motion to compel.
Unless it's like ironic, you know.
Punishment.
You know, unless I'm doing it as a joke, then
Incinerate.
that's a different thing, you know. I'd like to think that I'm funnier than having to rely on like shock humor. I'm like, oh, he said the offensive thing. You know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of edge, you know. A little bit of edge as a treat. You know, you gotta have fun. But there's a... You know, I was talking about this with my little brother last night. And he's 15, so he's at that age where, you know, the joke is that you're not supposed to say it is hilarious. And I mean, I get it. I was that age once. I thought the same, but it's like you still gotta be funny, you know? You can't just, you still have to put effort in to be funny. You can't just say something fucked up and have that be the joke, right? Because then it's like, okay, well, why is this funny? Come on, take it. I don't care. And I mean, yeah, sure. Like, some people, I think, can be a little sensitive, but it's like, in a lot of cases, yeah, you know what? They're allowed to be sensitive because you're just being racist or whatever. You know? You know, you can't just say something blatantly fucking offensive, and then if someone's like, hey, that's fucked up, man, you can't say shit like that. You can't just be like, oh, it's just some dark humor, and it's like, yeah, but you're just... It's not funny, though. You're just being an asshole. Usually when if I were to... You know, I don't want to claim to be some master comedian or something. I know I act like that sometimes, but I you know, that's legitimately, it's like I don't.
Time for your ring. Yeah. Shiver.
Stabilize. This is order.
Motion to compel.
I don't know. Usually if I were to do something, it's making fun of people who actually are shitty people.
Stabilize.
You know, that's why, like, Filthy Frank was as funny as he was, is because I know this goes over your head when if you're like a younger kid or, you know, an asshole. But the whole point of the Filthy Frank character is that he's the worst person possible, you know? He's a bad person. You shouldn't You're not supposed to like him.
You can't run. Yeah. Inadmissible evidence.
No, you're not. Don't punch down, you know? That's the main thing. That's why a lot of offensive humor just doesn't work and just is very low effort garbage. It's because it's like you're not... You're laughing at someone in, or like a group of people who have less than you, dude. That's not... You know, everybody likes to root for an underdog, and you're not the underdog, bro. You're not that guy. No, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight the balloon. And I mean, you know.
Stabilize.
And I mean, I'm just some schlubby white guy, right?
Incinerate.
Like, my opinion isn't gospel by any means.
This is order.
But I guess that's the point, is it's like, well, if I can recognize when something's a little fucked up, maybe it is.
Judgment.
It's like, you know, it's the world we live in. No one's gonna be perfect and always know and say the right thing, but you gotta try your best, right?
Motion to compel.
You know, you can't just
You can't
decide, you know what, I'm not gonna, no matter what I say, I'm gonna, everything will trigger those libtard cucks, so I'm just gonna be as offensive as possible. Maybe that's not an okay route to take. I can't keep up with all these LGBTQRSTUV bullshit. So I'm just gonna be blatantly homophobic to all of them. Like, no, you can't. No, that's wrong. Don't do that. It's like. And also, like, really? That's the... Because things aren't entirely black and white, you're just gonna say, you know what? This is dumb, I don't wanna. It's like solving the trolley problem by fucking having it run over the large group of people and then going and beating the one person to death yourself.
Yes, yes. They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their greedy ambitions. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss. It's just too evil.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh,
Big sis, you
Raptor!
say.
Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You already know something then. I guess you must have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many times before.
Oh yeah, I've kicked
You're
their ass
correct.
tons of times.
She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods. But that's probably just a wild rumor.
Yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored
I spilled
ruins
soda
that
on
the
myself.
Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the
Trying to
shadows.
lick it off my shirt.
Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins.
I mean, it's just the
Then
Abyss
send an
Order.
expert
They're
thief
just a bunch
inside
of
to
hilly
steal the
churls
treasure.
and
To this
fucking
end, Big
a
Sis
couple of
and Raptor
mages.
have reportedly recruited a certain grand thief from Fontaine.
Grand
Fontaine.
Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Ah, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the
don't know any
Teyvat
of these.
travel guide, then? Correct. The Grand Thief is someone as renowned as her. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about treasure hoarder activity. But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface.
there
So I
probably
decided
is.
to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Well, since I'm here,
This commission to us.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of this commission.
all right. Act 4. We will be reunited.
Add Astra.
Okay, claim the reward.
Add Astra.
Let's claim these expedition rewards. This will do. So is there like different stuff in Mondstadt? Yeah, let's get some meat. Some gems. Some more gems. And head over to Liyue. Get some of these. Alright. Alright, voluntary sacrifice. Oh, story quests. Oh, we just got a key. We're still not at 34, so we can't do Jean's thing yet. That's next, though. Our girl. Alright, follow the abyss. Let's do this.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
Why wouldn't it be? It's fucking Ganyu.
There aren't
She's
many
cool.
guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked. Yeah! Motion to compel. Judgment. Yeah. You can't run.
I like how she teleports. It's so cool. Cabbage. Carrot. Carrot, apple, a chest. Bunch of stuff. And some raw meat. Yummy! Fresh meat for my
More
pot.
signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins?
Yeah.
Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
Thank you, Paimon. I appreciate it. What would I do without a good friend like you? The joke there being that Paimon doesn't do shit. As much as I love her, she's still like one of my favorite characters in this game. If not my favorite. But it's precisely because she's a little weirdo. Little dork. Little goofball.
This looks like a person.
That's
Could it be
Robin
the
from
Grand Thief?
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's...
A statue of the Seven? Hello?
Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's...
No, he just blinked.
Hello? Are you okay, mister?
There's no reaction or any sign of breathing. Yeah, but he just blinked!
He's dead.
He's not dead, he just blinked!
So good.
Yeah, I didn't...
Let's get out of here. And fast. We should report back to Ganyu and Lon.
You should probably do something.
Now what? We can't stay here. Quick, run!
I want the power of Electro, damn it! How do I get back? Bro, fuck off! That sucks. Okay, I get it. They're always at, like, the point in between two, so you can run from the first one onto the platform, the side platform, and then go back to the next one. Okay, it's not so bad, but okay.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss.
Oh, are you the Harbinger?
You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
He's pretty cool looking. I really like that character design.
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide.
Watch me.
The Abyss is unstoppable.
Okay, Wolverine.
What is this power? I've never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Bro, all of our attacks stagger him. Watch us knock him off a cliff. This power! Paimon's never seen it before! That's awesome! I gotta clip that. That's great.
Familiar. I see. So
Oh
it's
my
you.
gosh.
You are the one. In that
Paste
case,
it in chat.
I
That's
shall
great.
stay here no longer.
Fucking annihilated him.
What a tough battle. Are you okay?
That was incredibly easy.
Enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about?
So is the Abyss Order related to that,
We're
like,
near the exit
sorceress
now.
or whatever
Let's get
that
out of this scary place
separated
before
us
something
from
even
our
more
sister?
dangerous shows up.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Yeah.
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
That was weird. Again, he was not
An
dead. He
inverted
was
statue of the
blinking.
Seven,
Why wouldn't you
holding
turn
abyssal
that
power
off?
in its hands.
If you're gonna, so if the character's
No,
supposed
I
to
have
be
never
dead.
seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way.
And then I kicked his ass by throwing him off a cliff.
Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Again, it was not a big battle. That he was an absolute pushover.
Indeed.
Definitely the easiest boss in the
let's
game
catch up
so
to it.
far.
Let's go! A rare opportunity. With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss.
Alright. Claiming these achievements. Oh, we got mail. Oh, I never claimed that. That Mora. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Just figured I'd worship it while we're here. Ooh, there's a chest over here. It's in a weird spot, but it's like flat, so I don't know if enemies will show up or not. Yeah, they did.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Solidify.
You guys are such a non-threat. I don't even care anymore. The chest down here. Don't mind if I do.
Solidify. Order guide.
Oh no!
You can't run! So, incinerate! Go as well! Barbados, guide us. Judgment. Lights out.
I'm more scared of this guy than the Herald.
I hope the others find some.
What's this? Use a dark power to command the warp torrents in battle. So the text increases the CD of character. Okay. I'll take my one. I like that they reward you for reading the tutorials. I wish more games, like, did that. Just to be like, hey, it will give you something if you read the tutorial, so you don't then complain that we don't explain shit to you. And it's just like a single Primogem, so it's not really anything. But, I don't know. It's the thought that counts. I love Rosaria, look at her. Isn't she pretty? You know, normally I'm not big into the, like, goth vampire nun type of thing, but I think she pulls it off very well. I mean, the goth part and the vampire part are clean. Very, very nice. No hate towards those aesthetics, but the whole nun thing has never been my jam. Until now! What can I say? I just really like women. Oh boy, some members of the Abyss. I wonder what shenanigans they're up to.
I will have order.
Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! You can't run! Wind, hear me!
You just throw him into a corner and just start kicking him like the JoJo meme.
Just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
Well, they didn't do a good job.
They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather,
yes, you
these
could.
Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right,
there's only one way to
waste
find
too much
out.
time here. Let's continue our search.
Ooh, there's a chest up there in those ruins. And there's a Geoculus there.
Stabilize! This is order.
Oh, jeez.
Stabilize!
I'm taking out the mages first, because they are extremely annoying. No, let me attack him. Alright, you're going down next.
Stabilize!
I swear by my sword! You can't run!
Look at how much damage she's taken just
Solidify!
without us actually targeting her.
Motion to compel!
This is order.
Shiver! Yeah.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago.
Oh my god,
Just
shut
like
the
your
fuck up.
appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was... Huh?
I don't know.
You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Were we sent into the future? Hello?
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall
I would
not
like to pry into yours. I'll tell you anything.
But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
Sea of flames they saw 500 years ago and that god they encountered.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I
Well,
probably
you can go to
know
where it
more about
was.
Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Khaenri'ah. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
That's kind of
How
fucked
could
up.
that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. let's keep moving. I will tell you
Yeah,
more
bro,
of what you want to know
Venti
as
and
we continue
fucking
our search.
Chun-Li have some explaining to do. You goddamn war criminals. You punk-ass bitches. How do we activate these?
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Let me in! Whatever, I don't care anymore. This will teleport over here. This is much quicker. And by much quicker, I mean ever so slightly. Very atmospheric.
More ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people
Yeah,
have given
like...
these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago.
Also,
These
why would
ruin
ruins
guards were
need to be
known
guarded,
as
you
field
idiot?
tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations
lose a war
lost
with
to time.
these giant-ass robots?
They found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Solidify!
Boom boom! Time for your arraignment! Judgment!
Barbados, guide us.
Fairlius!
Stay Stabilize. Order guide you.
Lights out. You can't run. Motion to compel.
So happy they don't like resist it.
Stabilize.
Can I get them?
This is order. Gather.
Incinerate. Motion to compel. Breath of the flame. Go as one. Wait, hear me.
Solidify.
Punishment.
Okay, we're back. I have no clue what happened. My PlayStation just shit the bed, I guess. I don't know. My internet is fine everywhere else. Like every other device that I have. It's just the PlayStation that's being a little fucky. So hopefully we don't have any other issues. If it persists, I might just have to cancel the stream. It is what it is.
Order guide you.
Motion to compel. Lights out.
Okay.
Go as one. Barbados, guide us. You can't run. What a nuisance.
Come on, let me have my thing back.
Solidify. I will have order.
Okay, good douche.
Breath of the flame. Punishment.
Down he goes. That was a fucking process. Well, we defeated all the opponents.
Right.
Oh, never mind. We missed one.
Order guide you. Gather.
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
Maybe.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald.
How do you know
Why
that?
would an Abyss mage be carrying it?
Because they're both part of the
Perhaps it
Abyss
really
Order,
does contain
dumbass.
information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Interesting.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
Who we
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very
That's
few
awesome.
people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct
He didn't really have
mechanized
limbs,
god,
though. He was just like this
and the
weird...
new core that shall replace the
I don't know.
orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
Interesting.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
All right.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Bro, it's just a cool
Dane
statue.
doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral. Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon. And actually, the Animal Archon is...
But you say bad things about him all the time. Which he deserves, 100%.
The cathedral.
Venti's a little shithead,
you
but...
to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary Knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Oh boy, Barbara.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
Why would the church know about that?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The Tyrant's Final Fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How
Sounds like something that,
People at
the
that
robots
time
could
believed
do.
it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster.
like
Anyway,
a rune guard.
This incident might not be related to the lost
They're
statue
able to
of the
shoot
Seven,
fireballs.
but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
He won't do shit.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation?
Or this is a distraction.
This could very well have something
else.
to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Was that the wolf monster we fought with, the wolf kid, whose name I don't remember?
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Go as one! Wait, hear me. Judgment! Motion to compel! Shiver! You can't run! Go as one!
Get fucked.
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides,
Okay, Edgelord.
you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What
I mean, let's be honest. I could
The
probably
destruction
kick
of the
at
nation
least
of
Venti's
Canrea
ass.
by the gods.
Like,
is
I could
reason
beat the shit out
Abyss
of him.
Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... what is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... he does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Right.
Don't care. There's literally no reason to fight them.
Crumble!
Really?
Solidify!
Interesting.
Quake!
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
Uh-oh.
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. Bow before the abyss!
This is order! Solidify!
Boom! Time for your arraignment! Judgment! Yeah!
Roar!
Go as one! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Hey, Razor, you want to help?
You can't run! Go as one! Ha! Yeah!
Lights out. Motion to compel. Judgment. Barbados, guide us.
Grant me new life.
Solidify.
Alright, we're gonna take you out, because you're annoying me.
Solidify.
Breath of the flame. Punishment.
The world will fall. The end.
Order guide you. Gather.
Is every member of the Abyss a fucking pushover like you did?
Incinerate.
Gather.
The end will come.
Lewis flame. You can't run.
The abyss shall rise once again.
Oh, we gotta fight this guy?
Boom boom.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper.
You must
smelled
help
danger
us.
And came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. As I said, I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Yeah, that fits the bill.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some...
Dane, there you are! Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her.
Yeah, I feel
As both
that.
the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations.
Why?
But back to the matter at hand.
What crimes have you
I
committed,
defeated some of the
Dane's
Abyss
life?
forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Tells Dane what they learned from the spirit of Lupus Boreas.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired
That's
from
what I said.
after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there.
Then let's go.
Whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the Tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
I forgot. Well, how do I... Oh, okay, there it is. It just looks like any other one.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
the very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
Bro, you're being pretty, sus.
You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
Is Dane
You
part
may
of the
doubt me
Abyss
if you
Order or
wish,
something?
But I must
Is that what
ensure
the
it does
twist
not
is gonna
fall
be?
into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. Yes. Well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky,
Or we
we'll
could just
also
turn
run
it
into
right
that
back.
Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
There's like, is there like a animalculus? Yeah, there is. It kind of blends into the other stuff on the map.
Remarkable condition.
All right. Let's schmoo. Is this just gonna be exactly the same?
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue...
I mean, is it really that brave if we were fine the first time? And I mean, yeah, this place is creepy, but it's like, what's gonna be in here? The Abyss Herald again?
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly.
Alright, that's kind of cool.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Let's get it!
Stabilize!
Yeah! Incinerate! You can't run!
Crumble!
Judgment!
Gather!
Yeah, he's so strong that he has to summon Abyss Mages and shit. Just to fucking stand a chance.
Motion to compel! Judgment!
Solidify!
Come on, I'm trying to take out your friend.
I will have order!
Because if I don't, they're just gonna keep bugging me.
Solidify!
I'll be a bigger threat than you, asshole.
Time for your arraignment! Judgment! Go as one!
Stabilize!
Motion to compel! You can't run! Wind, hear me!
Okay.
Go as one! Judgment! Punishment!
This is order! Gather!
You can't run!
Get back here.
Solidify!
I guess we missed this part of the fight the first time because we threw him off the cliff.
Incinerate!
Solidify!
The end will
come! Judgment! Wreck of the flames! The boom!
What's with this Garbo music? It's not bad. No,
Incinerate!
it's just like so calm.
I swear by my sword! Motion to compel!
The
Down he goes. Cool animation for the cutscene. No. Hello?
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so...
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Holy shit.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh, that's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? Oh, well then, let's go over it again.
Okay.
First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess.
So she's
Seems
like
your
in charge.
sister's leading the Abyss Order.
Yeah.
Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations? Next
Why?
thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But
well, yeah, that was pretty obvious.
If the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then, we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright.
Probably
if
destroy
your
that
sister wants
statue,
you to
though.
reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler. Let's go.
All right. You can climb on it. Oh, there's a chest here. Really think destroying that statue would be a good idea, though.
Oh, Lord of Geo, please do us a...
All right. Let's just keep moving.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Liyue Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
All right. Chapter 2, Prologue. Come on. How do we get to Inazuma?
Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how to get into Inazuma.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person.
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree.
I'm getting really fucking tired of the
loyal, yet
like info dumps, like the exposition dumps every.
But after spending so long under that
like constantly,
I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Alright, let's do it.
No time to lose. Let's go
find our girl
Beidou.
Lord of Geo, please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp.
Quake!
I still need Core Lapis. That's why I did that. Well, there's the ship. Where'd the Sealy go? Alright, we're gonna try to climb as high as we can, and then glide off. Oh, there's a Sealy.
Let's appraise the value on this.
Can we get to the, like, peak of the mountain here? Well, there's a Geoculus there. Oh, some of you fuckers. Yeah, we can fight these guys.
Judgment.
Oh my god, leave me alone.
Incinerate! Time for your ring! Shiver!
Eat him. Alright, yeah, he's dead.
Judgment! Motion to... I cannot give up! Wind, hear me!
Stabilize. Order guide you.
See, this track that plays during these field battles is really good. Why can't the boss themes be good? And I don't mean like the big, important boss. Ooh, we got a sword.
What a pleasant surprise.
That's sick. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't have known about that if I wasn't just like, let's climb to the top of this mountain. You know? And I get rewarded for it. That's nice. Better than there being nothing up here. Where's the Geoculus?
Solidify!
Unless I'm like right underneath it. Okay, once this refills, we're gonna just glide down there. Please let me on your boat! Take me with you! Look at those ballistas. This is a cool ass ship, but this is awesome. Oh, there's chests. Well, there's a chest. Hopefully a cutscene doesn't trigger when we land on the ship and we can get this. No! What the hell is wrong with you? My castle assembly. Hello? Also, I gotta see if that greatsword was... I don't have anyone who uses a greatsword except for Noelle. That's fucking awesome. Oh, it was this one that I got. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, she can have it, I guess. See, why not? Oh. It's kind of disappointing. Probably enhance the weapons. No, I can't because I'm not at a high enough level. Okay. Have we gotten anything better? No. What about her thing? Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is the best bow we have right now. Favonius Warbow and the Stringless. Oh, it looks like an instrument. That's neat. Oh, and it doesn't have a string. It's just like a laser or whatever. That's cool. Alright, let's go talk to Mommy Beto. I'm looking for Beto. It's okay, we're friends with her, kind of, sort of. There she is!
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Patuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon?
Silence emergency food.
What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh?
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
Fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine
love
ship
her.
and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole
Okay,
bunch
she
of folks
voices a
taking
couple
part to showcase
characters
their
in
talents.
Fire Emblem Three
There are
Houses.
two important rules.
That's why she's familiar.
One, competitors must be renowned
Shamir
fighters.
and Dorothea.
We want those with real martial arts ability, not just
She been in
people
anything
taking part
else?
for the
I'm sorry,
fun of
she
it.
just sounds
So,
very
you've got
familiar.
nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's
She's
anyone
one
out
of the
there who
voices
hasn't
for
heard of you.
Bloodhound, which I
Two,
guess...
you can't take part if you've got a
Yeah.
vision. Otherwise, things get a little
Yeah,
one-sided.
no, Apex Legends, if I didn't say that. don't have a vision,
You
but...
must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep.
Interesting.
And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
You know, to get to Liyue, we only had to fucking walk there. We didn't have to go through a bunch of bullshit. This is a good opportunity to grab some stuff that we don't usually get.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned. Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
This is our
Me?
tournament arc,
Only a
son of a
former runner-up
bitch.
in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Also, that...
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Usually we fight more than that at a time.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless to the Lingshan clan. He teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck.
Exactly.
Okay.
Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of
See you in the arena.
I'm not going to feel bad about kicking any of your asses.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself.
So you're also here?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get in most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I have a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a I've also brought along, of course. I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me.
I don't care. Just let me continue the story.
To recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Yep. I think we're gonna win.
Arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? but from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah,
Defeated a Fatui Harbinger.
Put down Battle with Storm Terror.
Whoa.
I love that face.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen.
So let me guess, some other guy's gonna come in and he's gonna be a
great hero such
a
as
threat
yourself.
or whatever, and
We're here because Captain Beidou.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance then. Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be... Anyway, the
Hey, so
okay, come on.
even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that, so Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it should... Alright, it should...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Let's do this.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beidou. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
Oh, Lord.
You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention. So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a...
This is how Captain Beidou works. Besides...
To be...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinals finally
We're finally
decided.
here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should very well.
Okay,
all right,
come on.
that's
I'm gonna
enough.
kick his ass.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash. I do not doubt your abilities, but...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
GG easy.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Pog.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around.
Ah, it's you! I myself... Why, yes.
Okay,
I faltered, but given my stature, still, I'm sure he'll...
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took its... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then.
Thanks.
Okay.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Cool.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious
Also,
to know
didn't
about.
we, like, say that as part of our,
Some
like,
post-match
achievements
entertainment
when
is in
signing up? That we saved Mondstadt from Storm Terror? Oh, oops. No, I didn't want to do this. I do want to check the achievements. Ooh, we're close to leveling up. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom and get a drink. I'll see you guys in just a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's finish this tournament. And hopefully get to Inazuma by the end of the stream. I think it was last Monday that I wanted to... I'm like, oh yeah, we'll probably get to Inazuma by the end of the stream. And then it's not for over a week.
You are skilled in manipulating the elements.
Which I realize is partially because I'm doing a lot of side quests and stuff, but oh my god!
Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right.
You son of a bitch!
If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
Still don't have a vision, we're just from another fucking dimension.
Considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell, it's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you
Paimon,
managed to obtain
I told you, you gotta wash yourself.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
I think I'm just magic.
Nothing really. Paimon just told them whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all.
Well, you learned
Honestly, even
too.
Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then.
I haven't had a proper sword fight in years.
You can't run!
Gather!
Punishment!
Oh wait, what?
Inadmissible evidence!
You can't run!
Gather!
Incinerate!
I swear by my sword!
Motion to compel!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to
Okay, good.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which he relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you.
Why does Paimon have 2 reflections? The other characters only have 1.
Please,
That's weird.
save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements. The world is a
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies.
It's if you're designed like a main character. Boom, I figured it out.
Witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any question. So that's what you're curious about?
You know, the gods play that game where you take a frame from an anime and you decide who's a main character and who's just a background character based solely on who has like red hair instead of brown.
This gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably in the outset. Supposing each of the
who
seven
actually has a
archons had
character
their
design
criteria
instead
for
of just
visions
some
to living
generic
beings,
clothes.
Then does the current Electro Archon, not to mention
that's how the
with
gods
no new
decide.
Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well.
Sure.
Let's go.
It'll be us. I mean... Oh, we got to level 34 already.
What? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the... We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals.
Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come.
Did you just steal the focus? Oh, it's right here.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
The focus. I'm thinking of Horizon.
Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly.
I mean, they kind of function like a magic focus in like D&D or something.
No need to worry. Even the
like
craftiest
the
sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my response.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can.
You know that people had to get to the island somehow, Paimon. Like with boats.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
You and your arrogance.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Time for your arraignment! Yours blood!
Crumble!
You can't run! Motion to compel!
Alright.
Boom boom! Judgment!
Is this our competitor?
You caught
Of
up
course.
with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
Yeah, that was
to win the
obvious.
contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Okay, that's a little
You're not
extreme.
serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Okay, also a little
Go that
insane.
far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Yeah, uh-huh, there you go.
Solidify. Order guide you.
He would have just given it right over. You freaking idiot. Why is everyone in this game stupid? Everyone got rocks for brains. I'm sick of it.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try?
Okay, but I'm literally from another
Let's see if
world.
you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
Yeah, because we literally don't need it.
So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh?
Alright.
Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prop, in which case the Crux...
Yes, we won.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
We still won!
As the saying goes.
We still beat the same opponent. It doesn't matter, Paimon.
Now, let me go prepare the Champion's Medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is
Yes.
Suffice it to
She's
say
literally
that if you
a
wish to
god.
journey to Inazuma, the
Wow,
outcome
the
will
god
need
of
some
lightning
time.
can summon
You will
storms?
be notified. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding...
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. One final word.
Alright. Do I have another new thing? Oh, story quests. Oh, we hit level. Wait. We can do the story quest for Jean. Oh yeah, we're not gonna get to these levels for a hot minute. Well, actually, we might not. It might be sooner. Yeah, I want Jean. And we already have her, so, like, it makes sense. You know, we should do this one. The rewards, I'm sure, will help us to level Jean up. Ah, the new side quest from Juan. Alright, give it to me.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon.
So you'll be heading off then? Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor.
Okay.
She's our nurse
Just
droid.
following
There's
orders. I'll see you
like,
two aboard the
well,
Alcor.
7. I mean, if there's 7 nations, then... Alright. We're finally going to Inazuma, baby! Really? We can't just fast travel to the ship? Oh, I should have claimed the adventure rank rewards. Oh well. We can do it at the new one. No, I gain nothing from fighting you. Alright, let's go get it. Please let us stand on this. Oh, fuck off! We'll climb up again, glide down again. No. Again, why can't we just teleport to the ship? Why is it still out in the middle of nowhere, off the coast of this tiny-ass island? Trying to get to the other tiny-ass island.
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
I want you to eternally crush my balls. Come on, let's move. Cool ship. Looks like the wheels are spinning in the wrong direction, though. I don't know. Really? We don't even get to see the storm? Really? I hate this game. This is sick, though. Who's this schmo?
Oh, hi there.
Oh my god.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
That's the words we use.
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Hi, Toma.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time
Oh,
now.
well, they can't go after us because we don't have a
he's the fixer
vision.
around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
What, is he yours?
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all
Does he have a
settled,
vision?
I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with
I mean,
my
every
sails
significant
down here.
character in this
Maybe
game has a
wanted
vision.
fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got
There
this.
seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Now then,
first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Yeah,
So
but why are we
have to
just
play by the
waltzing right
rules,
in?
even if we're kind of bending them.
Alright. Ooh, stuff. And there's a... What? These are photo spots, right? Oh, viewpoint. Cool. This is sick. I mean, I'm a fucking weeb, but... This is cool. Yo, we can fish! There's some new ones. Oh, oops, I don't need to know. We can do a little bit of fishing. Just catch, like, one or two. Lots of the amusement. Yeah. Well, we're not, going nuts with achievement hunting in this game, but... Because it's kind of hard, too, in this game. But, oh no, I don't want to stop. But yes, I guess. Alright, whatever, we can go do something else. There's not a lot of achievements to get. But I like to, so that's why I like to try to hunt for achievements. That's why I usually put the tag up. Oh, is this our Catherine? Oh, no, it's not.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me?
Could you tell because of how
Please
we're
provide
dressed?
the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see.
Oh, he's wonderful,
okay.
isn't he?
Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Oh my god, I'm getting really sick of the fucking paperwork.
Where they've established... Now,
if I wanted homework, I'd go back to school.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of
What, do we
Rito,
gotta sign up
the
for
Kanjo
unemployment too?
A Kanjo commission?
Probably.
Yes,
Oh, we need to go to the statue. Or I guess it probably won't let us go there until... Oh no, it's right here. Oh no, this is a teleport waypoint. Come on. Eureka.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency?
No.
Both of you?
No, I don't want to live here.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Okay.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
She's not a person, though.
You can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Paimon's not a person, it's okay.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Oh,
Much obliged.
I could put 2 and 2 together on that one.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously
Apparently.
wrong with the sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
I mean...
Exactly. It's at times like this that
I have no problem with eating the rich,
really
but when it's the government doing it...
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration.
Oh, he does have a vision.
After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I...
we're gonna send us on a side quest that's gonna last the entirety of the stream.
If this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Alright, let's go talk to him.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency.
There's gonna be a side quest that gets you a visa that appears at some point. I recommend getting it. Okay, cool.
Good. That's a relief.
It's nice having people who know about this game tell me what to do. Because otherwise I would have no clue what I'm doing.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn.
If I hadn't gotten lucky and pulled Zhongli, I would have given up on this game.
Decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, No.
I get it. Japan is xenophobic. Can we please move on?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's...
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never... Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya and so, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the... Now there's only one vendor who even has...
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
That's a big word for you, Paimon.
So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our...
Oh, so this is how people felt watching the Star Wars prequels for the first
time. This is a
time.
nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland.
So we wanted to have a character who represents the lightning. She's the lightning god. And the god of eternity or whatever. So we're gonna make her character just a crazy control freak who turns into a totalitarian dictator of her island.
Right.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem.
I've actually done business. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the red...
Got it! We're up.
Alright, let's go.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you.
Yes.
So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might have... Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and...
This guy's got a
Okay, you know what, dude?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back.
Toma, can you help us?
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a
No?
No, we
Getting you
need
to
your
go
help.
Fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy?
What am I gonna fix?
I can only assume he must
I
have
don't
found
know
himself-
everything or everyone. I'm not a smooth talker like you are.
member of the International Trade Association?
Yes.
You can't just go up to someone and say, "Hey babe, you want to go on a date for me?" and not charge them $2 million?
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business.
I'm not a Chad
trading
like
between
you,
Leah
Toma.
and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
That's nice.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude.
Really?
Got it.
Well then, it sounds like...
Then go back and talk to... Then go and talk to Werner. Then go back and talk to Toma. Then go back and talk to Werner. You know, I like
What are you
games
doing
like
back
this
here?
because it goes
Just 'cause I
from
got
you
plenty of
literally
time on my
killing
hands doesn't mean I gods wanna waste any of it
to
talking. Huh? Where's this
being
coming from?
literally an errand boy.
Mondstadt? You're...
What am I giving him? Oh, I have the most of these.
Goodness, I can sense it now. The scent of Mondstadt.
You're homesick.
Oh,
you loser.
My hometown.
Look at this nerd.
So,
he hasn't had his soul crushed yet.
What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. Xiao lanterns. I'm right.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either.
I can get 1,000,000 of these.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor... You mean the folks from the international trade? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
You're still extorting them.
Stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like... Alright, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total.
Then why are you working for them?
You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well...
So we'll go there and kick his ass.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Yo, this gameplay mad intense right now.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Oh my god.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Whoa, he's running now.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! That's too close!
We aren't. We're far away from him. We're even farther than we were before. That's a rock.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
We bury a cut of the money?
Whoa, it's... big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say...
Huh?
Oh my god.
Huh.
Alright. Well, that's... I need to, I need to go interact with the statue, and then I think I'm going to end the stream there before we continue the story, just while we're at a good point to, stop, basically, because it's 7 o'clock now. That's the normal stopping time. I'm hungry. I want to go eat dinner. You know, I can only handle so much side quest bull crap with, like, oh, come on. Like, at a time. This game likes to suck my soul. I don't know if I should be walking in this. We also could go to the... whatever it is, the Adventurers Association or whatever, if that's in this town. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's all the way over. No. Oh, okay, all that's over here. Alright then. I mean, we could just fast travel back over. These. Of course it's currently disabled. Because I can't have nice things. What's that? Wave Rider waypoint. Interesting. Oh, what? Do I need to have the... Do I need to do it as... Aether to...
Just what will we come across this time?
Come on. Resonate with Electro. And then we got the trophy for that. Electro Unlimited Power. I do love a good Star Wars prequel reference.
Yeah, take this!
Okay, cool. Still switching him back to Rosaria, though. Well, I mean... having Electro might not be so bad. I like having Rosaria, though. I'm not good at this. Let's see... what artifacts do I have? Never mind, that's not important. Can I... no, I can't. Can I ascend him? I can. Well, I need to get some more of these flowers and some of these. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, and I can't ascend anyone else, can I? I'll figure it out. Can we do a poll? I usually like to end the stream. We have 1,000 Primogems, so not enough. Nah. Oops. Alright, we'll go back to the achievements, collect whatever we needed to... here it is. No, let me... there we go. We will switch back to...
Sooner we're done,
Or you know what? No, we'll keep it on Aether. Replace Yanfei with Rosaria.
Sooner we're done, the better.
And we'll give Aether Rosaria's stuff. Or not Rosaria. I'm an idiot. Let's switch back. Where's Rosaria? Down here. We're not replacing her. We're replacing Yanfei. What a goof I am. I guess we don't need to do it with that one. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. Then do we want a different, better sword? Yeah, no, this is the best one. Can we enhance it at all? Can't ascend it. I mean, those... Oh, these are crafted, and so are these. So we could ascend this weapon. That's a pretty cool move, I have to say. And I've been wanting an Electro character, you know? Oh, I didn't notice his outfit changes. Like, it's purple now. Honestly, I don't think the purple looks very good. But yeah, alright. So that's all the upkeep that we've done. So I think we're going to end the stream here. I will be back on Thursday. So we'll try to continue a little bit more with the story. We should be at a point where... I think by Thursday, let me make sure. Go to events. Yeah, it unlocks in 2 days, so that... It should be unlocked by Thursday's stream, so we can continue this. The Moonlight Merriment event. So yeah, we'll do that as soon as it's available. But yeah. So I think, yeah, we're going to end it here today. We'll be back at Thursday at 3 p.m. like always. Yeah, I hope to see you there. Until then, have a good night, and peace out, homies.